Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30. Yard line. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook, 42 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Sunday. Omaha. Hank.
On 1st down, Bortles. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and build a play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
73, 73. Check. Green 80. You.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5.
Lucy.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, 5-0.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
11B.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal. And a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And again, it's Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. And able to find John Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson on first down. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Here's a first down run with Collins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Bortles now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Pitch it out to Collins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 6 there on the first down play. second down. Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
There's Jackson on third and long. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. Lucy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown, Jaguars! As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Lucky 56. Detroit. Gone.
Jackson on first down. It's caught left side by John Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now Jackson on second down. Crabtree has it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hank.
Bortles now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, now look at 56.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can put it all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
This will be taken very short. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. A final shot before half for Bortles. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of his NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
This is Collins on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Steps away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. Jackson will throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit!
To throw again is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. A right side catch by Crabtree. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Now Jackson, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. But it's caught by Crabtree. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They go play action with Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Crabtree, once again, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. 3.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Touchdown, Ravens. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
372, 77. Go left. Hey, 5-0.
On play action, now Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 44 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
372.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington or Rex Groves.
That's correct. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone! Lucky 56! Detroit!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
To throw on 2nd down, Jackson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Jackson now being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
This time Jackson will throw it. And able to find John Brown. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 57 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.